Another beautiful day on this learning platform. Welcome! In this video, I will discuss why China's underground banking system exposed. Make sure to watch this video till the end. Let's get started. Our primary focus for tonight is on an improbable alliance, a coalition consisting the Chinese Communist Party, the Italian mafia, and Russian oligarchs. You heard it correctly. 4 years ago, the Chinese establishment, in conclusion with the Italian mafia and sanctioned Russian oligarchs, run a vast money laundering network. A network composed of underground banks, covert agents, brokers, and billions of dollars in illicit funds. This secret network, which ran from the Communist Party offices in Beijing to the many covert hideouts of criminal syndicates in Italy, have been undercovered. Apparently, the Italian tax police of Guardia di Finanza has exposed this nexus through a covert investigation. Ironically, they referred to this investigation as Operation Silk Road. Permit me to briefly summarize the most significant findings from this investigation. First, Chinese officials covertly operate in Italy what they call underground banks. Second, these banks assist Chinese residents of Italy in spending money back to the mainland via third parties. And third, these third parties operate in Eastern Europe. This money is sent to China or directly to Chinese banks primarily from countries where China influence is strong, ranking fourth among these countries. Lastly, this allows Chinese residents to Italy to avoid paying taxes or social security. Not only that, but these banks are also utilized by criminals, these business people with integrity, and the Italian mafia. Let me elaborate. Instead of paying their clients directly like narcotic suppliers, they use these banks to transmit money to China, which then transferred to Colombian drug barons, who supply cocaine and other drugs to their Italian associates. In addition, Russian oligarchs, particularly those close to Vladimir Putin who have been sanctioned by the West, used these banks. Since they cannot export money legally from Russia to Italy or from Italy to Russia, they use these institutions to funnel money to other European nations. I recognize that some of these details may be difficult to comprehend. China operates a hawala system in Italy. This was one of the largest operations in Italy history, involving a network that utilizes brokers to facilitate the illicit transfer of funds. It has been ongoing for over 6 years to track down these banks and apprehend those brokers. It come out that these arrests, some of which made headlines, were all connected to this operation. This one, for example, is dated January 2020. The police at Rome Fiumicino Airport confiscated 3 million euros from 2 Chinese merchants at this time. These businessmen were apprehended while attempting to return to China, and in August of 2022, the tax police detained an architect who had designed a mansion for Russian president. He was accused of tax evasion and attempting to launder $144 million. The following month, in September 2022, at least 22 individuals were detained in the Italian city of Brescia on suspicion of working for China's underground banks to aid Russian oligarchs. They were accused of tax evasion and money laundering, and it comes out that this money was being laundered to China and not Italy. On August 4, 2016, the National Crime Agency of the United Kingdom arrested a 33-year-old Chinese national for money laundering. He was suspected of belonging to a Chinese clandestine banking network. Now we know which network was mentioned in the report. There are many more instances besides these 4. There are many more assets in many more nations, but you get the point. China's underground institution aid criminals and oversees Chinese nationals in evading the law. Take a peek at these numbers. According to the Italian tax authorities, legal money transfers from China residents in Italy exist. China's decline have been dramatic in 2017. In 2021, these transfers have declined from 5 billion euros to just 9 million euros. All said and done, China's clandestine banks deserve credit. Who operates these institutions is the central issue. Are these individuals Chinese nationals or Chinese politicians? Investigators have traced the money trail to a group of banks led by Bank of China. So it appears that this entire operation has approval of the Chinese Communist Party, the fourth largest bank in the globe, which is firmly in the CCP's control. Those in charge of operating these underground institutions are without a doubt members of the Chinese Communist Party. The issue is whether this exposure will affect Europe's relations with China. This is a query that European citizens must pose to their leaders. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.